Hey everybody, welcome. It's Thursday afternoon and I am very excited to host what I'm sure is going to be an information-packed webinar. I am here with none other than our newest member of our Beachbody family, Autumn Calabrese. Autumn, how are you?
Good, how are you?
So we're going to spend about the next 30 minutes or so going down and deep on the 21-day fix. Very exciting. We're going to do our own little dirty 30 here.
Fantastic, I love it.
Perfect. So before we get started, we're going to learn all about the product. You're going to tell me everything that's in there. But before we do, let's hear about you. So give me just a quick synopsis, who you are, where did you come from, where did we find you?
Oh my goodness, you want it quick, short and sweet.
Yeah, and timing, so go ahead.
Born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
Moved to St. Louis when I was 16.
All right.
Went to school out there, Webster University. Did 3.5 years, left with 1 semester to go because I had a bulging disc in my lower spine.
Yikes.
Moved out to California, was waiting tables, pursuing acting for a hot second. Didn't go anywhere.
It's not fun, I've done that.
Just wanted to do fitness. Ended up getting certified through the National Academy of Sports Medicine. Started doing in-home training after that, and then continued to get several other certifications. American Fitness Professionals Association. Ended up getting certified in pre- and postnatal fitness as well. About 2.5 years ago, I was getting really frustrated with clients not losing weight. They would lose a little bit, gain, lose a little bit, gain, and I was beating them up in the workouts and
couldn't
put my finger on it. It sounded like everything they were eating was healthy. Ended up going out to lunch one day with a girlfriend who was also a client. Fairly healthy restaurant. We both ordered salads. Salads were humongous. I ate a third of mine and she ate her entire salad. And as I sat across the table from her, it was one of those aha moments of, that's your problem.
Yeah, I just had one of those about 30 minutes ago. I was probably on your friend's side, so this is going to help me.
Yeah, we started talking about it because that salad actually was enough calories for the entire day, but not only that, she stretched her stomach out by eating that much in one sitting.
Which made her hungry
later. Which is making her hungry later because your stomach's about that big, and every time you fill it up more, it stretches. So after that, I kind of started to work on my idea and my plan of how to help people stop overeating. I sat down with a nutritionist and we started creating a container system for portion control so that you don't have to actually diet or limit or restrict what you eat, but just so that you can eat it in the right sizes. And a little over a year ago, when I had finished everything I was working on, it got passed on to Heather.
Heather Church.
Heather Church
who works here with us.
To Carl. They brought me in from a meeting and
here you are.
Here we are, 21-day fix.
Fantastic. Well, so we first announced that the 21-day fix was coming back in October at our leadership event. We introduced you to our coaches there. You did a workout. Huge buzz already. People were excited about meeting you, doing the workout. They're tremendously excited about the product. I mean, we haven't even launched it, and if you go on Facebook, you just see 21-day fix all over and your picture all over, and coaches excited. So we're really excited to welcome you to the family.
Thank you.
And we think that we're excited. Our company is about, we're not about selling products, we're about getting people healthy and getting people results. And I know that this is really going to do the trick. We're going to talk later about some of those results that we've already seen. But I tell you what, now I know that on Monday you were on the national weight call.
Yes.
I think you were on some call yesterday that maybe some people...
Tuesday night with the coaches.
Tuesday night with the coaches. So already, people already know a lot about you. Okay, but since I have you here, what's one little secret about you that no one knows about until right now when you tell me?
Oh, no. Outside of people who knew me when I was younger, nobody would probably know this yet, but you guys will find it out, I guess, soon because there's an article coming out from us. I had a few years where I was a chubbier kid, and I was definitely picked on for it. So I think it's one of the reasons I truly enjoy helping people find their road on health and fitness because it's not a fun place to be. So,
I can imagine that. So that's what drove you. Inside, that's that
because
thing.
I got to change it around for myself.
And you know how people felt at that time. So great. All right, let's jump in. Let's talk about the product. So tell me, what is the 21-day fix? How would you summarize it?
I can summarize it in 3 parts for you.
Okay.
It's simple fitness. They're 30-minute workouts, 7 days a week.
Perfect.
It's simple nutrition. If it fits in those containers, you can eat it. And it's fast results. You can lose up to 15 pounds in 3 weeks.
You know, I think I'm getting, you know, so you're going to be on the cruise with us.
I will.
In March.
Yes.
And I am actually, I have to say that right now I'm probably about 5 pounds off of where I want to be. So that's it, huh?
That's
all right,
it.
I'm going to do it. And you'll see me when I'm on the cruise, 5 pounds less, due to her.
You heard it.
Okay.
We're all going to wait to see it.
So that's what it is. Now, how does it work? So you've got lots of pieces here. The workouts, how does it work?
Yeah, so, okay. Let's start with the nutrition, because I feel like I get asked a lot of questions about the container system.
Okay.
People see them and the first thought is, those are really small, I'm gonna starve.
Right.
It's not a starvation diet at all. It's healthy portion control. You do get to fill those containers, most of them, more than once a day. So what it is when you first...
Do you have to level them off, or can you kind of heap it?
No heaping. You need to make sure that you
I've been to a salad bar where I can get like the mountain.
You need to make sure you can put the lid on. That would be the true test. Is
all right, I'm going to change my strategy.
Yes, if you can put that lid on there. But what it is in the beginning of the book that you get that explains how to use it, there's a formula. So what you're going to do is you're going to use this formula one time. You're going to calculate it. And what it's going to do is it's going to give you a calorie bucket that, you know, between 12 to 1400, 15 to 18, it's like that. Now, that's the only time you ever have to think about calories, because once you have that information, you're going to find your calorie bucket in the book, and it's going to tell you, this is how many green containers a day you get. This is how many red containers. This is how many purple containers.
That's great. So it's not that I only get to eat what fits in that. I might I may be able to get 3 yellows or 3 reds.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Fantastic.
And I'm not telling you, you have to put this and only this into the container. You get to design your own meals throughout the day. So I'm not saying, oh, for breakfast you have to eat a purple container or you have to eat a yellow. You can divide those up throughout the day however you see fit.
So it's like a rainbow.
It is a rainbow.
All day long.
All day long.
Fantastic.
Taste the rainbow.
Well, let's jump in a little bit. Let's talk about these containers for a second. So I see, we'll save the blue one for later.
Yes.
Okay. But I got green, purple, red, yellow, orange, and blue. And can I just say, it's a good thing that I am doing this interview and not Jeff Hill, because he's colorblind.
Oh, that
and it would have just stopped right there. He would have just said, I see 6 red containers there. So what goes in each one?
So
give me an example.
General, and there's a list again in the book of things that you could put in each container. But in general, your vegetables are going to go in the green.
Okay.
Your carbohydrates, like sweet potatoes, oatmeal, things like that, are going to go in the yellow.
Okay.
Your protein is going to go in the red.
Okay.
The purple is mostly fruit.
Okay.
The blue is going to be mostly healthy, like fats, like dairy and that sort of thing, and nuts. And then the orange is going to be salad dressing and seeds.
Okay, so those are actually, you know, individually they look not huge.
Right.
But if I were to like make a salad or something and combine all of those things and throw them into one, it'd be a nice sized salad.
It is.
So
it's more than you think, actually. A lot of people, when they were starting on it, test group people, were actually saying, it's more food than I can eat, because they're not used to eating nutrient-rich food, calorie-dense food. That's the difference. So when you're eating, you know, fast food and you eat a burger and fries, you've had your calories for the day. But when you're eating healthy food, you get so much more of it.
Right, it feeds you.
Yes.
So tell me, when you started the test groups and we handed people these containers, and you know, the first day back after using the containers, or first couple days, did you get a lot of complaints? I mean, was it an adjustment that people had to make in terms of saying like, wow, I didn't realize I was eating that much, or I'm starving, or what? What were you hearing?
I wasn't getting complaints per se. I was definitely getting a lot of feedback on it, and most of it was, like I said, more of, oh, I didn't realize I could eat this much. Because when you're not eating the right foods, you think, oh, I can't have anything else for the day. I had a burger, or I can't have anything else. I had a slice of pizza. When you're eating healthy foods, you get more of it. So that was definitely one thing I was getting, was a lot of people saying, oh, it's way more than I thought. You know, when you hand out the containers, the first thing you get is, I'm gonna starve, these are so small. But then the second you start using them, you quickly realize that's not the case.
Yeah, and so I know we're going to take some questions a little bit later, but I know the burning question, because I've heard you mention this a few times, is that you can sneak in some wine now and then. Now,
yes, you can.
Which is this the container for?
Just mine.
Just your container.
Just my container for wine.
But,
no. Wine is equivalent to one yellow container, and we get
one yellow container.
Now you're not going to pour the wine into this yellow container. You actually are going to use your shaker cup.
Okay.
And there's a line on the cup that tells you where your pour is.
I see.
So what you would do is measure it in here and then pour it into your wine glass, and it actually is going to, unless you're using a monstrous goblet.
Yeah.
It's going to fill up a nice wine glass.
And what you said it was like 4 ounces. That's pretty good. That's a glass of wine.
It's a glass of wine. It's what you would get poured at a restaurant.
Actually, I'm a lightweight. That's all I can take before I get tipsy.
I'm out of it.
Anyway, and I don't want my wife to take advantage of me, so I gotta keep my wits about me. So great. So that's the eating.
Yes.
And again, not to be scared, because depending, my calorie intake might be different than yours.
Absolutely.
And so I might get a slightly different
ratio
of what I get of each, but definitely simple, and that's the key, right? And that's how we keep it on. It's interesting. I know a lot of people, my wife, for example, when my wife tries to watch her diet, she's one of these people that, she follows a recipe and she has to measure everything, and it's exhausting for her. It's too much. And so I can totally see how something like this would just be great for her. I mean, I don't have to worry about measuring or weighing.
Yeah. Nobody wants to sit there and pull out scales and pull out things and do I have the right teaspoon or the right tablespoon, or is this many ounces or that many ounces? It's not about that. It's just, if it fits in there, I've already done that for you. I've taken that guesswork out. If it fits in there, you can have it.
And these containers, I know that the product development team did a lot of work to make sure. I mean, these are not just kind of flimsy containers. These are
microwave safe.
Microwave safe.
Also dishwasher safe on the top shelf.
I hear that all the time about top shelf in the microwave, in the dishwasher. What do you suppose goes on that bottom shelf?
I think it's because it's closer to the hot water and it can melt it more.
I thought maybe those big plates were a little feisty or something, but
they were in the way.
It's like going into a neighborhood and they say, you can go here, but don't go to the bottom shelf, because things get rough over there. So great. So that's great. Diet, simple, and what's also great is that you're not stuck to a recipe plan, right? So what you like to eat, the things that you like, you fit it into there and it'll work.
Yes.
So even if you're a vegetarian or a vegan,
it works. It's in there for you. We have options for vegetarians and vegans as well. And we have provided some recipes in the book, but they're just there in case maybe you're not a chef, and you're wondering what you can make to kind of spice it up and have a little fun with it.
Yeah, and the great thing is that this little red protein one, it's not so big, because if I had to eat tempeh, that's about all I can do.
Yes.
So that's
exactly.
That's perfect. So okay, so that's the eating part. Let's talk about the workouts.
Okay.
Okay. So tell me what's going on with our workouts.
Like I said, they're 30-minute workouts. It is designed so that you have to do it 7 days a week for 3 weeks, so 21 days. And every single day is different. And I think that's what's going to keep people really interested, so that you don't get bored, you don't plateau, you keep your body guessing. But we have cardio, we have lower body, upper body cardio with weights, Pilates, yoga, and Dirty 30.
Dirty 30. Okay, in a minute I'm going to ask you to kind of go into each of those, talk about them. I did the Shakeology cups on the table, and I bet it's not there just to measure the wine.
No. It's there because we include Shakeology in it as well. Shakeology does fit into this.
So in terms of in the recipe guide, or we talked to you about how you can incorporate Shakeology into your whole healthy simple eating.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's
daily dose of dense nutrition. We want it in there.
Nutrition, and which is going to make for the coaches the 21-day fix challenge pack will be perfect, because it's going to already have literally everything that somebody's going to need to get great results. It's going to have their daily dose of dense nutrition with Shakeology. It's going to have the rest of the diet. It's going to have all of the great fitness. That's exciting. For me, it's going to be great that now, I know that salad that I just had, while it was all healthy stuff in there, I know that I was probably on the size that your friend ate. So, you know,
happens.
being able to incorporate all of that to build a, you know, a beautiful, look on the screen. I'm pointing to where I see it, but you guys probably see it on the screen. But that's like a perfect example,
Exactly.
right? So they all that stuff fitting in those little containers, and it makes that beautiful, beautiful salad.
Yes.
I'm already hungry again. So you know, that this great mix of simple nutrition, engaging exercise, not overwhelming, 30 minutes, a workout, just fantastic, Shakeology. What's exciting is that it sounds like it should work.
Right.
And the good news is that we've proven
it works.
that it works. I mean, we've test groups have been remarkable.
Amazing.
You know, we did some test groups here, but we also, you know, just, you know, in an uncontrolled environment, sent it out to some coaches to test it out, and amazing results. Chelsea, like, you want to talk a little bit about Chelsea?
Chelsea blew my mind. I mean, she was getting ready for her wedding. Couldn't get those stubborn last 5 to 10 pounds off that were going to make her feel great. She did one round, 21 days, 10 pounds and 14 inches. I mean, look at her. She looks
beautiful,
stunning.
I'm sure she was a beautiful bride.
Beautiful bride. I got to see a lot of the photos, and she just was glowing.
And that's so. Keith, go back to that photo for a second. That's 21 days.
21 days.
Right? That's one round of the 21-day fix.
Yes.
That's just remarkable. I mean, that is something that, you know, if we can have an impact on people in 21 days, you know, the great thing, I always, as coaches, you know, when I talk to the coaches, I always say, people say, like, when should I, you know, when's the best time to talk to somebody else about becoming a coach? And the time to talk to them about becoming a coach is when they have already built a belief system and experienced a transformation themselves, and they've become like a natural advocate for it. And what's so exciting about 21-day fix is that it's not 90 days that you're waiting for that to happen.
Right.
In 21 days, you can start to see change, and people, and build that belief system in people, and they're going to become natural advocates for what got them results.
Exactly.
So that's really, really exciting. Check out this guy, Brad.
Killed it. So Brad, 16 pounds, 13 inches lost on his entire body. Again, one round, so 21 days. And the cool thing, I got to watch Brad via Facebook. Like, I was seeing his results as he would post photos every couple days. And yeah, look at him there, that's 21 days. But he was posting photos at day 3, at day 5, and you could already see it even in that first week.
So do you think those muscles were hiding under there before? And
I think it's a combination. One, he wasn't completely out of shape, but two, he cleaned up his diet. He had the right portion control, right? So he starts to lose weight, and then he's doing the workouts with it, so he's building more lean muscle on top of it, and that's what you get.
Fantastic.
Right.
The story, I mean, they're just incredible. You know, you see, and like, I've seen the folks here when they were coming in, doing the test group, and you know, it wasn't like before the workout that they'd be trudging in. I mean, there is such like a glow